One good news. If you know SQL and Python, you are already a 50% data engineer. If you know SQL and Python, you're already a 50% data engineer. Okay. So the rest 50% is how you utilize this and how you reach on top of your Mount Everest. Okay. So our journey begins today. It has already begun 2 days back. We have seen the Masterclass 1 and Masterclass 2, that is a roadmap. And today is our first technical topic that we are going to cover, which is going to be our SQL. And we will be starting with a SQL. So as and then we see the roadmap in the last session. People who have not attended the first two sessions, that is Thursday and Friday, we have a live streaming that is available on our YouTube channel, KSR Data Vision. Please go and watch there. And you can also reach out to our team. Our team can provide you the access. And today is the third day. Totally, we have 130 days of our sessions. And today is the third day. Okay. The third day entering into the SQL topic. Now, today, it was a Monday morning. Okay. Frustration here. Monday morning is always a frustration. So I went to the office and I was asking my team, how did you spend your day? They're like, I went to the movie, I went to there, I went to restaurant. This is what they say. So I asked them, what is your plan for, I mean, usually I ask Fridays, what's your plan for weekend? Again, Monday I asked them, how did it go? What is the next week plan? But everyone says that week 1 of the month, waiting for weekend. Week 2, waiting for weekend. Week 3, waiting for weekend. Week 4, waiting for salary. Now, tell me one thing. How many of you are in the same trap? How
It's a
many of you are in the
common
same trap?
it's a common cycle for every corporate employees.
Okay.
Most
But not
of.
for me. But not for me. Why?
Yeah,
Not for
genius.
me.
You have enough money, Santosh.
Enough money. If I have enough money, why will I take class here?
You
Huh?
enjoy doing what you like.
You enjoy doing what you do.
Okay. Now, the reality is this has become a cycle. Okay. The day you feel like you're not waiting for weekend, the day you feel like you have not waiting for the month end salary, I'm telling you, you have already achieved something in your life. If this is what is happening in your life, let me tell you, this is an eye opener for you. 2026, if this is still your cycle that you are in belonging to, you're still waiting for the weekend, you're still waiting for your salary, then you are in a backward direction. Now, let's change that path. Okay, so let's have a good learning of 6 months. The 6 months of a consistent training will put you 6 years ahead your career. I repeat, your 6 months of your consistent training can put your career by 6 years ahead. Okay, now let's get into a subject. Before I get into the subject, we know that we are learning SQL, but I just want to take a scene from a movie and I've attached as a video. I don't know if the sound will come, but at least watch the video, okay? And tell me which movie, which scene, and what is this?
It is Robo movie.
Robo.
Robo.
Robo about who asked the telephone number from the directory.
Okay. Did you guys hear the voice also?
Yes,
It's a little low.
No,
Yeah,
no.
little.
Not clear.
but
Not
we
clear,
can
huh?
but we can relate actually.
But you can relate it. Why volume is not? Okay, I don't know where to keep volume. Its volume is high only. Okay. Anyway, so any guess which movie it is?
It's
It is
Robo.
Robo movie. Rajinikanth.
Robo. Rajinikanth, right? Now, the person on the opposite side ask a question. Can you tell me a phone number? And Robo, maybe in that olden days, we had something called yellow pages. I don't know how many of you know this. Everyone's landline number will be mentioned in an yellow line, yellow book, yellow pages, and we can go and search by their name, address. All of this was readily available. Now that guy, the Rajinikanth, a superstar, just goes and scans it and he'll be able to fill it out, right? Now, The reason I picked up this particular scene is, you know how fast he is responding. Okay, there is a question that has been asked, and immediately the response is being thrown, asking, okay, this is your name, which is your address, what is your phone number? Well, let me tell you, from the movie, it is a robo. From the backend, as a data engineer, it's an SQL query. And that SQL is what we are going to learn for the next 1 month. 22 sessions, daily 1.5 hours. And for the next 1 month, we are going to cover the start of our data engineering syllabus, which is nothing but SQL. With that, let's enter into the subject. Now, the SQL means, it says that it's a structured query language. It's a language. It's a language where we can go and talk to our databases. So as part of our agenda, we will see what is this SQL. Some people call it as a SQL, some people call it as a SQL. It is your wish, however you want to call it. I personally don't like history, but this is a technology which I want to talk to you. So I don't mind speaking about history. Let's speak about history as well. Then everywhere you go, people say that we are using SQL. Why is that? What is the importance in that? What is the uniqueness in SQL? That also we'll learn. And finally, we'll get into some of the popular databases. And as in then, before getting into any practicals, we are going to learn and we're going to install our database in our machine and we're going to practice. Okay. So this is what is going to be our agenda. And as I said, 95% of all our sessions will be practical sessions. So today I'll help you understand what is a SQL. And from next class onwards, it's completely going to be practicals. First of all our data is going and storing in one place called database. All the data, right? Whenever we are working with different applications, different systems, data has to go and sit in one place. And that place is called database. Now, database can store data. Of course, yes. And you can see this. This is a database. This is a database. This is a place where we have data. And all the machines are connected remotely with wire, network, Wi-Fi, however it is connected. Okay, we are connected to the database. Now, multiple people can operate on this database simultaneously. Okay, whenever you want to order something in Swiggy, in Zomato, maybe in Amazon, you order something, the tracking happens, whatever you're ordering, it goes to the next layer. And at one point of time, it goes and stores. Now, why do we need this? If you don't have a database, then multiple people cannot work on the same time. Okay. Now, I'll give you one example. Imagine I'm opening one red bus. Okay. So imagine I'm opening one red bus. Now what I'll do, I'll go and search Bangalore to Hyderabad today. Okay. Let me choose tomorrow. Okay. Now, Bangalore to Hyderabad, you can see 263 buses. Okay. Now, I'll go and rank, sort it by rating. So the highest rating will come here. There is a travels called LPV Travels. There is a travels called LPV Travels. I don't know, but it has a very, very great rating when we are looking for a Bangalore to Hyderabad. And it starts at 1040 and reaches 720. And okay. And you can see that we have about 18 seats left. And we have 6 single seats. Okay. Now let me go and book this. Now I'll go and book 3 tickets. Ticket number 1, ticket number 2, ticket number 3. For 3 tickets, I'm actually preferring the lower berth. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, I repeat one more time. The one which is pink color is for women. The one which is blue color, which is already booked. The one which is grayed out is already booked. I don't know what is there in this bus here. Rating is too good. Anyway, seems like a luxury bus. Now, these are all empty. These are all available seats. Okay. These are all available seats. And this is selected by me. And for example, if this has been booked by women, the next seat also will be booked by women. So that's why it says women. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to book these tickets and I'm going to enter the details. Okay. And I don't know all these areas, but I can enter this. Now it is asking me to enter the passenger details. Okay. So it is asking me to enter the passenger details. Now the total price is about 7,840. Okay. So let me give test age 31, male. So let's me give test. Enter your name in English. In English only, yeah. Then let's say 40. Then I'll go and I don't want insurance. I'll go and continue booking. So it is asking me the state. So I've given all the details. Now I will go and continue booking. Okay. To complete this payment, what is the time given for me?
Around 8 minutes.
7 minutes.
Okay. 7 minutes. Now I need to go and pay. Okay. I just need to pay through QR code. All of this I need to pay. Now immediately what happens? Another person goes and books the same ticket. I've opened an incognito mode. Think this as another person. Incognito mode. Think this as another person. Red bus. Same Bangalore. Hyderabad. This is not coming. Bangalore. Hyderabad. Tomorrow. And rate it with the highest. The same LPK. Now, actually, it was showing 6 single tickets, right? Now, if you go and see it, what happened to this?
Showing that booked. It shows those are occupied.
It says it's sold. But still, you see, I haven't even completed my payment here. Still haven't completed my payment. I still have 6 minutes to go and book these tickets. But just imagine the other person. For him, unfortunately, the lower seat is not available. This is why we need a database. Multiple people should be able to change or work on a single server. It's basically like a first come, first serve, right? If I don't book the ticket in the next 6 minutes, the tickets will be released. Probably the other person can go and book, right? So here, what I've blocked it, I've been given a time. Within that time, we have to go and complete the transactions, else the seats will be released. Now, many people across many business, we go and work in one common place, that is database. Right? That is a database. Without a database, you can never ever see an application. Database is a place where data are getting stored. Right? Now, I want to go and talk to this database now. I want to go and talk to this database. Hey, database, how many seats are available? What is the price of the ticket? How many passengers have booked it? How many are women passengers? How many are male passengers? Where is the dropping point? Where is the pickup point? I need to go and ask question to the database. I need to go and talk to the database. If I want to communicate to all 120 people present in the session, I can use only one common language, which is English. If I speak in Kannada, most of you will not understand. If I speak in Telugu, most of the non-Telugu people will not understand. If I speak in Tamil, most of the other guys will not understand. The only one language where all of you will understand is English. And that's why I'm speaking in English. Similarly, if I want to talk to a database, If I want to talk to a database, hey database, can you tell me how many seats are available? Hey database, can you tell me when it will reach? Hey database, can you tell me what is the price? If I want to go and talk to a database, I need to know one language. That language is called SQL. SQL is a language where you can go and talk to the database. As simple as that. Correct? So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. The most important point is a second point. It is used to communicate with a database. It is used to communicate with a database. The only way where you can go and talk to the database is by using this language. None of your other languages will work. Only this language will help you to go and talk to the database. Right? Now, when you go and update your name, update your phone number, update your address, insert your data, all of this we could perform on the database. So SQL statements are used to perform the tasks such as update, insert, retrieve. All of this you can go and have it. Okay. Now, when I say database, there are varieties of database. To give an example, everyone few years back, you would have used something called pen drive. Is there anyone still using pen drive? I don't have here. Anyone still using pen drive?
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Right. Now, in this pen drive, what is a pen drive's work? To store the data, right? So pen drive will store the data. But if I go to a market and ask for a pen drive, you know what is he ask? You know what is he ask? Do you need SanDisk? Do you need Sony? Do you need Samsung? Or do you need Transcend? So for pen drive itself, we have 4 to 5 companies. Pen drive is a pen drive, yaar. It will store the data. But why do we have a varieties of different company? Different company has given different pen drives. It's all about brand. Similarly, when you say database, there is so many databases in the market. There are so many databases in the market. SQL Server is there. Oracle is there. Sybase is there. MySQL is there. Postgres is there. Right? So I can list Oracle is there, Sybase is there, SQL Server is there. I can keep repeating 10 to 12 varieties. Now the question is, which is a database that you're going to learn here? Right? So please keep that in mind. We are not going to learn database here. We are going to learn the language. We are going to learn the language. So with this language, you can go and talk to Oracle. With this language, you can go and talk to Sybase. You can go and talk to SQL Server. We can go and talk to any of the database because every database needs that only one language, which is going to be SQL. With the help of SQL, we should be able to talk to all the database. But I will not lie. 95% of the comments only will be same. 5% here and there will be changed. Okay, in one to other database, small corrections. And we humans always think about this 5%. We always never think about 95%, right? So let's take it in a positive direction. If you learn SQL, the language, 95% of all your syntax, process, implementation will be same in throughout all the databases. Small change will be there. Okay. Now, I'll ask you a question. Forget about all this data engineering. Just imagine this is a computer science class. You don't know how to use computer. You have joined here and imagine that we are teaching you typewriting, CPU, Paint, Microsoft Word, Excel. This is what we are teaching you. Okay. So day one, today, I am going to show you how to use pen drive. So how to use pen drive? First, you need to open the pen drive cap, insert into the USB cable, 2.0, 3.0. There are two ports. If you insert into 3.0, maybe it will be faster. The moment you insert the pen drive, in the left side corner, you will get one device, one information called new device inserted. Then go to your computer. There will be a pen drive. Open that. You will see multiple folders. Delete it, copy it, cut it, create it, do whatever you want. And the most important point is, while pulling back the pen drive, you need to go and do one thing called eject. It is a safe way of removal, and we are ejecting. Now, this is what I've taught you today. And unfortunately, the pen drive which I've chosen seems to be Sony pen drive. Now, tomorrow after learning course, you get into a company, you go to some project, and there they're asking to insert a Samsung pen drive. Will you come back to me saying that, oh, you did not teach how to use Samsung pen drive? Will you come back to me? Will you come back to me?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
So,
Yes.
as of now, the thought is the same. Maybe we get confused, but today what you said, Santosh, it is very clear for me.
And will be different, but process will be similar.
Exactly. So tomorrow, if you are in your project, they're using Oracle. In your project, they're using SQL Server. In your project, you're using Sybase. Please don't come back to me. Because I am teaching you a language, which with this language, you can go and communicate to any of the database. The process is going to be same. One person will say in my project they're using Oracle. One person says in my project they're using SQL, SQL Server. One person says in my project they're using Sybase. How many database I can teach here? We are not going to teach you the database. We are going to teach the language which is going to communicate to the database. Okay. Another example. You guys have joined here to speak or maybe learn spoken English class. I'll be teaching a spoken English class. Once I teach the spoken English class, you go to US. Your vocabulary, your sentence formation, your speed will increase, right? You go to Sri Lanka, you will have to speak bit slowly in normal words, and you will have to adjust. And in India, you can speak it in common speed, right? And normal words. So English is same, but which location you go, there you need to adjust. Similarly, the SQL commands are same. The SQL commands are same. In which database you're talking, depending on that, you will be writing those commands. But with all of my experience, I've worked with almost 10 to 12 databases. 95% of your commands will be same. Small thing will be changed, but that we need not worry about. Go and search any syntax. You'll get it from anywhere. So we will not at all worry about that 5%. Let's focus on learning that 95% in common. So any database which is used in the real time, we should be able to survive. So don't think about the company. Don't think about which product it is. Let's focus on the language. So welcome to SQL sessions. Here we are going to learn the language and not focusing on the tool. Now, how does the data is getting stored in a database? The data that is getting stored in a database in the form of table. The data will be stored in the table format. Majority of our pipelines, the data will be stored in our table format. Now, what is this table format? In the table format, this complete box you see, right? This is called one table. This is called one table. People nowadays have started giving 2 to 3 different names. So people call it as an object. People call it as a table. Let's keep this simple as table. Now in table, the two things which is very important is one is rows and one is columns. Now let's focus on columns. Now columns are common to everyone. Title, education requirements, functional area, minimum, maximum. All these are common for everyone. Common, and that's why it's called column. Common, column. Okay. Now column means it just defines what you're going to store. So it could be a name, it could be age, it could be a location, correct? Now, inside that, if you're focusing on the first person, there's an executive assistant, is an associate degree, is from HR resource, his salary is 60,000, minimum 40,000. This is called one row or one record. This is called one row or one record. Like this, in this table, I can simply say that we have 4 rows. 4 rows, okay? Row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, row number 4. So it gives you all the details of that particular person. And particularly if you're looking for one value, that is called data value, data point. So people either call it as a data point or we call it as a data, right? So this is a basic understanding about how the data will be stored in a database. Okay. Now, if I want to go and talk to this database, you cannot speak in any other language. You will have to speak in only one language, which is nothing but SQL. Okay. Now, wherever you go, whichever project you go, whichever client you go, people always say that we use SQL on every day, and this is one of the most important data processing language. The other things, if you see Python, Hadoop, R, machine learning, that is also okay. But this one, we have collected this statistics from most of the working employees, projects, clients in my past experience. And then we have taken the statistics. About 55 to 60% of the guys are using SQL for transformations and processing. What is special in this? What is special in this? So that's special. We will talk in terms of two examples. Okay. So that's special. We will talk in terms of two examples. And those two examples are, we will talk about a system called OLAP and OLTP. This is a main thing that why we say that SQL is important. So let us discuss what is this OLAP and OLTP. So before getting into this OLAP and OLTP, let's look at the history of SQL. So the history of SQL says the SQL programming language was first developed in 1970. And we are in 2026. So 30 plus 26, 56 years. 56 years we have been seeing SQL, and even today I can say no technology has replaced SQL. It is that in demand. Even if you are learning AI, even if you're going for your generative AI, agentic AI, you learn any technology in the backend, this language is always existing. In 56 years, no technology has replaced this. And the early version of SQL, people will call it SQL. Even nowadays, I call SQL only. And due to some sort of copyright issue, I think they have changed it. The name of the SQL, they changed from SQL to SQL. So people either call it as a SQL or people call it as a SQL. It is up to you. Whichever is you are able to pronounce it well, you call it. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to call it with this name. So this is a history. And it is actually by Raymond Bosch and Ronald Chamberlain. Of course, no interviewer will ask you when it has got launched. This is for your understanding and my understanding, saying that we are going to learn a technology which is there in the market for 56 years. That is a takeaway from this particular information. Okay. Now, this is very important, but I don't know what is this. There are two types of transactions that you can do on your SQL databases. One is called OLTP and one is called OLAP. OLAP and OLTP. Okay. Now, what does it stands for? OLTP stands for Online Transactional Processing. OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing. Now, I don't know what is this Online Transactional Processing and Online Analytical Processing. Let us see how does it work in a example. Okay. Now, listen carefully. We'll talk about first OLTP. OLTP. Just now I booked a red bus ticket, train ticket, blocked a seat, and you can see a timeout basis. Imagine I'm selecting this ticket and I'm going and clicking this done. And for the other person, this will show as blocked, right? Because I ordered for, I selected the first. It's as simple as that, first come, first serve. So any time bounded transaction, we call it as a OLTP. The full form is Online Transactional Processing. Online Transactional Processing. Now I'll give you one more example. This is what is this here? Which ticket booking is this?
Book my show.
Book my show, right? Book my show. You select two tickets. They will give you only 5 minutes for booking this. Within 5 minutes, if you don't book this ticket, if you don't pay this, automatically the ticket will be released and it will be given to someone else. But when you have already selected and in the process of paying, for the other person, it will show as blocked, right? So for here, they gave us 8 minutes to book the ticket. I don't know, 8 or 7. They gave 7 or 8 minutes to book the ticket. Here they are giving 5 minutes to book the ticket. But more importantly, there should be a transactions which is even more faster than this. That is why we have something called your scanner. And we are in the generations where we use GPay, PhonePe, Paytm, right? We use all of this system. Now, what happens when you scan it? Imagine this is your account. You have a 6,000 balance. You go and scan it. The moment you go and scan it and pay 2,000 rupees, the 2,000 rupees immediately has to be detected from your account. This cannot take 10 minutes. This cannot take 5 minutes. Your Book My Show is giving you 5 minutes. Your Redbus is giving you 10 minutes. But this cannot wait for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, you cannot stand in the shop. 10 minutes you cannot stand in the shop. You're paying a GPay and you cannot wait for 10 minutes for the success message. It should happen within 10 to 15 seconds. It should happen within 10 to 15 seconds. This cannot wait for 5 minutes. This cannot wait for 10 minutes. The transaction should be achieved in milliseconds and seconds. You would have done it. How frustration it will be when you go to a shop, you scan it and you don't get the immediate response. Right? So the time taken for this transaction should be as less as 15 seconds. Another example which I can give you is, okay, you're doing a transaction from person A to person B and you're doing a GPay of 2,000 rupees. Immediately this person transaction should become 4K and immediately this person transaction should become 3.5K, and that should happen within seconds. You're sending money to someone, it should happen immediately. You cannot wait for a longer time. Okay. And more than this, there is one example called your ATM. Your ATM transactions. See, you go, you put your card, you enter your PIN, you enter the amount, and you enter the amount, let's say 10,000. For 10,000, the count will be more. The number of notes is more, right? So it gets counted, right? So the moment you put the PIN, the moment you enter the amount, there is one beautiful sound that you will get, which is a note counting sound, which is the most satisfying sound ever. While the sound is coming in or the notes is getting counted, you still have not received the amount in your hand, but there is a notification in your mobile saying that 10,000 detected. Have you observed this? Have you observed this?
Yes.
You've still not got the amount in your hand. It is still counting, but you would have got the notification in your bank saying that you have debited 10,000. That fast it is. That fast it is. So you have not even received the amount. It is still counting and you see a message. So probably you may get a delayed message if you have a network problem, Jio problem, Airtel problem, BSNL problem, but there is no issue with the bank. The 24/7, you go to a midnight festival, New Year, Christmas, Diwali, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, anytime you go and do a transaction, within milliseconds, the bank will go and update the transactions. There is nothing, no other technology in the world which can be this fast as SQL. No technology in the world can make these transactions to happen within 15-20 seconds. And that is why even today, after 60 years, I'm telling you, your top technology for the fast processing is SQL. And that is why it is important. Right? Let us assume in 11 o'clock at the morning, you have 10,000 in your bank. 11:05, you've withdrawn about 5K. Just listen, okay? There is a 10 minutes of delay in the bank to update. We have about 10 minutes. So there is about 10 minutes it has taken time to update your bank balance. Now, normal user, if he gets to know that in the 10 minutes, that means 11:05, right? Even at 11:14, the bank shows till 10K. Because this 11:05, which you withdrawn 5K, is still not updated. Due to some bank issue, the bank has not updated the balance. And even in the 11:14, you can still see the 10K. Now, what humans will do? What we will do? We will go and withdraw 10K. Right? This will happen if you don't have updates happening immediately. There is a high likely chance that you will be misusing the bank. Right? You already withdrawn 5K. So your balance is 5K only. But you got to know that the bank has not updated the balance. So immediately you go and withdraw another 10K. So by end of day, you see that your bank balance was 10K, but you're withdrawn 15K. So will your bank change your balance to 5,000? Has this ever happened to anyone? Has this ever happened to anyone?
No.
Is this ever
No.
possible?
No.
No, right? So the 10 minutes of time booking your ticket, even that is not sufficient here. Your bank transactions, your online transactions, your scanners has to happen within
Seconds.
seconds, milliseconds, right? The only one framework or the only language which can make your transactions to get updated in the system within seconds and milliseconds, even after 60 years, there is no competitor for this. And that is why this is on top. Even today, there is no other competitor for SQL for your transactions to be as fast as SQL. So many technologies have come, but there is no technology which can match this. And that is why I can say that welcome to the world of data engineering, where SQL is the most important part of your life. You will have to know SQL because this is a way that you can go and query it, get the results, which happens like as simple as your bank transactions. You know how difficult it is to maintain a bank transactions. Even in the midnight, when everyone is sleeping, even the bank CEO is sleeping, you go and withdraw in ATM, the next second you will get a message that you have withdrawn 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. It is as fast as that. Right? So that type of transactions is called OLTP transactions, which is online transactional processing. Okay, which is called online transactional processing. Now let us see what is the other transaction now. What is the other transaction? The another transaction is called online analytical processing. There is a word that is added called analytical. We'll see that also. Okay, we'll see that also. What is analytical processing? Now, imagine you're watching a movie. Okay, probably you guys have been using all this OTT platforms, right? Netflix, Hotstar, what else is there here? Prime, something and all they're saying. There's some haha, it seems. ZTV, something is there. I'm very bad at this, okay?
Sony
Not
Live.
Yeah, a lot of things are there. Sony Live, and then what else is there? Sun NXT is there. Okay, many are there. Okay, now the one thing which is very much familiar to us is Netflix. Netflix can be used to watch your movies, right? Now, imagine today is the first time that you created an account in Netflix. You have registered with your phone number. You have paid a subscription fees of 199 or 149. I don't know. So we have a subscription price. And the moment you go and install this, you started watching some movies. Okay. You started watching some movies. So what type of movies you watched? Maybe you watched biography movies, or you watched romantic movies, or you watched thrillers, or you watched XYZ. So there are different varieties of movies that you will see. Okay. Now, you know what does a Netflix do? Today is Monday. It will see what you have watched in Monday. They will observe in the backend. Oh, there is a person called Santosh and he's from Bangalore. He has watched this much of movie and he gave a break at this time. He came at 3 o'clock. He watched till 3:15, again went back. He came at again 5 o'clock. He watched and on that same day he completed the movie. And Tuesday he watched this movie. Wednesday he watched this movie. And Thursday he watched this movie. And Friday he watched this movie. Like this Netflix will track your activities. They will track your activities. What movie you're watching, was it the thriller, is it a documentation movie, or it is an inspiring movie, motivational movie, is it a comedy movie, horror movie, everything they will track. And the sixth day or the fifth day, they will start recommending the movies for you. Have you observed that? Have you observed that?
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
After sixth day, they will start recommending the movies for you. Oh, you are watching only biography. Take it. This is the one best movie. Right? You are watching only romantic movies. Take this is one romantic movie for you. They will start recommending the movies for you. Now, this is not like your ATM transactions. You go and install at 8:56, 8:57, they will go and recommend a movie. No, this will analyze. They will take some time. They'll figure out Santosh, how much time is watching, what is he watching, in which device he watching, which net is using, where did he give a break, which movie continued, how many movies he watched in the like 5 days. Then on the sixth day, they'll come up with an analytical response. This is called an analytical processing. So that's the second way of transaction, which is called online analytical processing. So one is called online transactional processing. One is called online analytical processing. I keep giving you the same example here. The example for your OLTP is ATM. No framework or no technology can take more than seconds to go and update it. For that OLTP transactions, and this is like a Netflix, they will go and recommend you movies, but they will take about 3 to 4 days for analyzing. For analyzing and then responding you, we will call it as analytical processing. And for transactions which is happening immediately, we call it as a OLTP, which is a transactional processing. And let me tell you, no technology that exists in this earth which can match the speed of SQL for online transactional processing. For online analytical processing, there are many technologies. It's slow, yeah. Even if you give after 1 week, I will accept it. After 4 days, if you're recommending a movie, I will accept it. So that can delay. Your ATM transactions cannot delay for 6 days or 5 days. Your recommendations can delay, but your ATM transactions cannot delay. So today, why SQL is famous? It's because why it is important because of OLTP. Right? Is that clear? Difference between OLTP and OLAP? Yes? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we understand.
Yes.
First.
Can I say that this topic you'll never forget for rest of your life?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Even YouTube recommendations are based on OLAP.
Yes, OLAP, correct. Okay, an immediate transaction which has to go and reflect in your system, it is called OLTP, transactional processing. Your GPay, PhonePe, ATM transactions, immediately it should respond. The one which takes time, it could be half a day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 week. It is a analytical, the recommendation system. All this comes under OLAP. Okay. Now, I will tell you which is the fastest running animal.
Cheetah.
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 Right? Very good. Cheetah. Now, is there any other animal which can beat cheetah?
Horse in the long run.
Horse in the long run, no. Okay, so there is no other animal which can match the speed of cheetah. Okay, there is no other animal in the world which can beat the speed of cheetah. Correct? But the other things which I want to relate here, your SQL is like a cheetah. The fastest processing database transaction system is like your SQL. It's the cheetah. Today, there is no other technologies which has come so far which can match it, but there are few competitors. For example, we can consider horse as a competitor to cheetah. We can say that, right? Maybe it will run close, maybe not. And ostrich also runs very fast, but I don't know, but it comes under the bird creatures. But still, there are few things which can match the speed, but it cannot beat. Like this, there are so many frameworks that are coming in the past and the present, which can near the match of SQL, but not better than SQL. But why are we not stopping only with this? Why are you not stopping only with this? Right? Why are you going and learning again? Spark will come, PySpark will come, all of this, why it is coming like this? Okay. Now, I'll tell you, you take one cheetah, okay? This cheetah can run very fast, right? This cheetah can run very, very fast. But this cheetah can run to its peak only when it is healthy, lean, and in the peak age. You cannot expect this cheetah to go and run like this. You cannot go and expect a cheetah which is very fat. It has become very old. That time, your cheetah cannot run like its original speed. And that is why the problem with the current system, I usually don't want to tell the negative things in the first day itself, but I have to tell this, your SQL as becoming a problem when the data is getting bigger. When the size of the cheetah is growing bigger and bigger, it cannot run the faster. The cheetah which is big, that is bit fat, can be beaten by a healthy lion or a tiger. Agree? Agree? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
That is exactly the current system. Your SQL was one of the top class, but as and then it is eating more. It is becoming fat. It is now not able to match the original speed. And that is why now in the future, we are having like Hadoop came, maybe SQL came, Hive came, Spark came. Like this, we have different frameworks. But today only, I don't want to learn. Let's learn the positive about all the SQL. Then we will see what was the challenges then we had. Then as an alternative, we will go to another framework. The speed, okay, remember this word also. The SQL is very fast. There's one more framework which has come very close to SQL was Spark. Spark. So this is something which we'll be learning in the later part, the last part of your engineering. So we'll start with this and we will end with this. Both are for processing. But once the data is getting bigger and bigger, this is failing to process it in a faster, and this can handle the data even though when the data is bigger. But Spark will not beat SQL. Spark is still okay, manageable. But at one point of time, this is a competition for us. So without wasting much time, let's get into installation part and we will start working on the practicals. Okay. So we have completed what is SQL history, why it is important. I've told you there is a systems called OLTP and OLAP. OLAP, anyone can go and do it. But OLTP, as of now, only SQL is the one which is going to do it. And that is why it is important. And let us go and learn this. Let us go and learn this. For that, what we will be doing, as we have seen the example, we know that majority of the data comes from OLTP, right? All the live data, bank transactions, ATM transactions, then coming to your healthcare, telling to your e-commerce, you go and place an order. Most of the data comes from OLTP. And though the data is moving towards the big data, even today we have seen that SQL will never be replaced. Whether you're a data engineer, data scientist, data analyst, you be any of the role, SQL is always a SQL, and it is the most widely used by most of the all the data driven guys. Okay. Now with this, as I told you, pen drive itself has a different varieties. So like this, SQL database also have many. SQL Server is there, Postgres is there, DB2 is there, IBM is there, MySQL is there, Oracle is there. All these are some of the commonly available database in the market. Okay. Now, in this, which one is that one we are going to learn? And I say you one more time, we are going to learn on language. This language, you can use it here, 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 and you can use it here. So you can use it anywhere, but we will be focusing on language. So to learn this one language, we are going to install with one tool, and that tool, we'll see which is the tool that we are going to learn. Among these databases, the database which we are going to learn will be MySQL, because I like the dolphin logo. Is it justifiable?
Is this the reason?
No, I'm asking you,
No,
is
no,
this
no.
justifiable
No,
reason?
No, that's
No.
most usable
Okay,
database.
sir.
No, I
Easy.
like dolphin symbol, dolphin logo. That's why I'm teaching the MySQL.
Maybe easy to use, easy to install. Maybe free of cost for beginners.
Yes.
Which-
So when
It's a
whichever we
open source
teach, we will
platform
have
for
that
practice.
open source.
Yes. So we have to choose a database for practice, which is most widely used in the real time. Most of the companies are using it, and it should also be like an open source. Without any issues, we should be able to install. So some of the common features of every database has some features here. Every database has some features. MySQL is also paid version, but they also have given a open version, that is open source. And some of the features of why MySQL is, companies like Facebook, LinkedIn, PayPal, NASA, Walmart, all of these guys are using MySQL. It is available in the free and open source, highly configurable. You can store a lot data. Volume capabilities are there. Cross-platform. When I say cross-platform, you can install your database in your Mac machine. You can install this database in your Windows machine. You can install your data in your Ubuntu machine, Linux machine, and it is bit of highly secure. And this is a good to start with practice. This is a very nice database for practice. Again, I'm telling you, we are not giving importance to tools here. Even if you're learning SQL, you can go and do here, you can 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 do here. See, I can choose Oracle, okay? I can choose Oracle. In Oracle also, I can teach you SQL. Now, what is the guarantee that everyone will go into Oracle company? First of all, they are doing a layoff here. 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, they are doing a layoff. Why will I go and do there? Correct? I will not do. Okay. Some people will come and say, I'm going to join IBM. See, the problem is IBM will not use any other database. They will have their own databases. Right? See, for example, apart from this teaching, assume that I'm running a hotel. Why will I go and eat in other hotel, yaar? I have my own hotel. I will go and eat in my hotel only. Similarly, what these companies will do, Oracle will try to use the same database in their projects. IBM will go and use the same database in their projects. Now, I cannot go and ask which company you are going to work. Okay, let me teach IBM. Which company you are going to work? Oracle. Okay, let me teach Oracle. How many database to go and learn? And to keep it simple, we'll try to learn MySQL, which is going to be very good for learning. What you learn here, 95% of all our code, we will be able to use it in any database. So that is one of the reason, and it is an open source, highly configurable, cross-platform capabilities with all. It's available for free. Anyone can go and download and use it. For that particular purpose, we'll be going and installing MySQL. Okay. Now, my strong recommendation, I want you to install everything in your personal laptop and then practice. Tomorrow onwards, every day it's going to be practicals. Okay. So I want you to install this, and I'll be sharing the installation steps also. I'll be sharing the installation steps also. So please go through it and practice it. Okay. So this is a installation document. Right from the beginning, every single step, I've given you the screenshots. Okay. How to install? Please go and search google.com. Once you go and search the google.com, in your search, go and search MySQL download for Windows. So people who are using Mac, please go and search for Mac. Please, people are using in different OS, go and search the MySQL download for Windows. This is your first page. Then click on the first link, download MySQL installer. Then once you click this, you will be taken into this screen. Okay, this will be you'll be able to go to the screen. Here you can select the operating system as well. And the latest version 8.0434, which I installed 2 years back. Now it could be even more better version. That's fine. Go with the latest version. You will see two things here. Okay. One is Windows 32-bit MI installer, and one is like with the same one. But the only difference between this is one is very small size and one is very big size. If I want to relate this, if you're installing the Instagram application in your Play Store and then using it, it's like a software. But we hope you know that Instagram can be directly logged into the web in a browser also, right? We can go and we can go and post the pictures when you're logging in your browser also. Without even software, we can still do it. So this is like a web version. This is like a software. So my strong recommendation is you will have to go for this one. You will have to go for this one. Okay. So please install this. For me, it's 300 MB. Maybe for you, it should be 400 MB. Go and install this. Then it is asking you to, do you want to sign in? Probably I don't need sign in as of now. The reason I'm giving no is because it keeps generating some spam emails. So no need to log in. Skip it. Just go and say no thanks. Just start my download. And you will be able to download this. See here, it's downloading. The MySQL installer community 8.0.34 version is getting downloaded. Now, once it is getting downloaded, I have a practice of creating one software folder. I don't know. I maintain this. I'll maintain one software folder in my D drive, and I'll go and have all the softwares created one folder. This is something which I do. Rather than downloading it and going and installing from here, I have a practice of creating one folder and then doing it. So like this, what I've done, I've created one folder called MySQL. I will be copying that downloaded folder installer into this software. Then this is a exe file, which is an installer file. Double click that. The installation will start. The installation has started. Every single click, I've taken a screenshot for you guys. Click it. Now it will show you what type of database you want. You're not going to build for Meta. You're not going to build for Amazon. You're not going to do it for Google. We are going to install this for learning purpose. So please go and click custom. Please go and click custom. We are practicing only. This tool is necessary for only for practicing purpose. So please go and click custom and go for next. And then you will be shown MySQL Server application documentation. There's actually one plus mark here. So please click the plus mark, MySQL Server, and click this arrow mark. This will come here. These are the products which I will be trying to install it. So this is one product. Then in the application, we have Workbench. That is one product. And in this, probably we have a router and documentation. So in this, I have selected server, I've selected Workbench, I've selected the router, and I've selected shell. So these are the 4 products, which is more than enough for me to work. So after you expand it, click this arrow mark. After expand this, click this arrow mark. Then you go and click next. Then you go and click next. The moment you go and click next, this will be installed. SQL Server, SQL Workbench, SQL Router, and SQL Shell. This will be installed. But I have a catch here. While trying to install this products, right, there is one software which is not present in my system. That is called Microsoft Visual C++ Studio, which is not there. This is not there. So without this, my installation will not happen, right? So what this is saying, boss, I'm trying to install MySQL, but I saw that there is you don't have the software. So can you install this first? This is not the MySQL installation. It's a prerequisite. So some Microsoft Visual Studio I needed, which was not there. It may be coming for you or it may not come for you. If your laptop is new laptop, all the Microsoft patches, everything is already there means okay, no problem. If it is not there means it will have to install first. For me, it was not there. So I will go and click this. I agree, install. So this is installing. Again, I'm telling this is not a MySQL installation file. This is prerequisites for that. Now I'll go and click and this is installing. And once this is installed, now let me continue with this one. Check requirements, all check. Microsoft Visual C++ install. This step, you may get it or you may not get it. If you get it, well and good, do it. If not, skip it. Then you go and click next. And once you go and click next, it has to install SQL Server, Workbench, Router, and Shell. Ready to install, ready to install, ready to install, ready to install. Please go and click execute. The moment you click execute, one by one, it will start installing 0% to 100%, 0% to 100%, 0% to 100%, 0% to 100%. Like this, it will be installing, completed, installing, and then completed. It is going to happen. Then completed. This also is going to be completed. As I told you, every single step, I have taken a screenshot. This should be a pretty straightforward installation for you. After all four are completed, and you can go and click execute. Again, next, server and router, you can go next. We are in this step. We started from here, custom. We did this, we did this, we did this, we did this, and now go and click next. And now you go and click this. Don't do any changes. This we are using as a development system. We are using for developer version. So developer computer, don't do any changes. Let the port changes, everything, let it be there. Go and click next. And the moment you go and click next, it will ask you the next step. The next step is also go and click next. And it will ask you to give one small password. So please give some easy password. Okay, this is not like your personal WhatsApp or Instagram to go and give a complex, because forgetting your passwords is a bit tricky. Again, you'll have to go and research. There is some process involved. So please keep very simple password. The same password you repeat here. That is a password that you will have to enter before entering into the database. So keep it very simple. Test 1, 2, 3, admin, keep it like this, because you are the only person who's going to use this database, right? So give this. And once you give this, right, there will be a next button will be enabled. And if you see here, I've just given 5 character and the next button will be enabled. I click the next. Don't do any changes. Let it be everything and click next. Don't do any changes. Go for next. Don't do any changes. Go for execute. Now this is a last step. This is a last step. And once you do this, automatically tick mark, everything will happen. Once everything has happened, you can say that the configurations for MySQL Server 8.0.34 was successfully installed. Go and finish it. And the moment you finish it, the last step, go and give next. And don't do any changes. And go and click next. And this will say installation complete. Installation complete. So once you go and see, one small prompt will come like this, but it will disappear. You can close it. After installation, one black screen will come like this, which is like a command prompt. And once the installation is done, you can go and see here, MySQL Workbench will be installed. This is where we are going to write the code for the next 1 month. Okay. So if I open this, welcome to SQL Workbench. This is exactly what you see in the installation steps also. After installing, one black screen will come and it will say, Welcome to MySQL Workbench. MySQL Workbench is an official graphical user interface tool for MySQL. It will allow you to design your tables, schemas, browsers, and work with your objects, insert the data, and you can run the SQL queries. This is a software that we are going to use it for next 1 month. I strongly recommend hook or crook. You will have to go and install in your system. Even with your i3 configuration, i5 configuration, 8 GB RAM, this should be a very simple software where I want you to install before coming to the next class. Clear?
And this
Yes.
document, Santosh.
Whoever was your point of contact, they will share you this document. If whichever group you are part of it, this document will be shared to them and you should be able to install it very easily. Very easy steps. Every click I have taken a screenshot. So this should be pretty straightforward for you guys.
Okay. Okay.
Santosh, I was already downloaded this. 8.0, any version is fine, right?
Any version is fine.
Okay.
Hi,
I have
Santosh.
8.0.
Yeah.
Hi, Santosh. Yeah. So it is Workbench is already installed. 8.0 CE version.
No problem. You can use that only.
Okay.
Any questions?
How to connect to the database?
That is the next step.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions? Are we good? Okay. Now, once you see the welcome to Workbench, you will see a small local instance that has been connected. Now you have to go and click this. It will ask you the password. While installing, you have given some password, right? That password you'll have to enter here. Don't go and change the root, that is user, that you cannot change. You have installed for your personal practice only. So this name will not be visible, editable for you, and it will ask you the password. So the password which I gave while installing for me is I've given some admin. Now the moment I give this, you will be able to see the screen. This is a screen that you will see. Okay, here you can see some schemas, and here you can see some object information. Here you can see one screen. Here you can see one screen, and here you can see one screen. This is how the tool looks like. Okay, this is how the tool looks like. See, don't focus too much on the tool. Today it will be my Workbench. Tomorrow it will be SQL Server. Tomorrow it will be IBM. Tomorrow it will be Oracle. We are not focusing here on tools here. We are focusing on the language. But what to do? To learn language, we need at least one tool to practice. That is why we have chosen MySQL. Easy installation, open source. Anyone can go and install this. Okay. Now with this, if you go and see here, after installing, you will be installing the Workbench. So what is Workbench? Workbench is a unified tool for your database things where you can do data modeling, SQL development, configurations, user administration, backup. But we will be focusing only on SQL development. MySQL is available on Windows, Linux, Mac OS, everywhere it is available. We are going to use only for this. So that's why I told you we are not focusing on the tool here. We are focusing only on the language, which is SQL. Only for SQL development, we are going to use Workbench. Okay. Now, after this, these are all the things which you will see. Okay. So this is the where you will have the database. This is the where you will have to write the code. Coding begins. You'll have to write your SQL code. Once you write the code, here you will see the results, which is called query result. Here it is called SQL Visual Editor. If I want to show here, here it is. This is where you will be writing the code. Here is where you will be seeing the output as well as the history. This is where you will see the database. That's what is happening. This is a SQL Server code. Here is where you will be writing the code. Here you will be seeing all the tables, objects. Here is what you will be seeing the results. Whatever you are running, you will be seeing as a history. And there is something called help command. This is called help command. If you don't know the syntax, you can go and select this. You will be getting this. If you want to syntax for update, you will be getting this. If you want the syntax for delete, you will get this. If you want the syntax for function, you will get this. If you want to get for view, you will get this. But let me tell you, you don't need this. You don't need this. For the next 1 month, who is going to be your help command?
Santosh.
Thank you. So I'll be your help panel. Any syntax, any explanation, you do not ask that. You ask me. Okay. Apart from that also, if you really need some syntax, right? This is not good. You can go and search in Google. You can go and search in ChatGPT, but this is not good. This is not that great. Some older version of things is there. So I will do simply, I will go and press this button. If I press this button, that help command will go. So I will get a more space to write the code now. So for you guys, this particular is not needed. I am already there to help you. Apart from that, if you want to really know some syntax, go and search in Google or ChatGPT, but not here. That's not that great. So this will be now a bit of lengthy space for us where we will be going and writing the code. Okay, so we have the editor, we have the object, we will be seeing the results. And to give an example, let's say that select, you write the code here. And you will see the results like this. Okay, so this is a history, this is a table data, and this is where you will be writing the code. So tomorrow onwards, it's going to be completely practicals. Okay, of course, how to load the data, how to create the table, everything we'll be explaining you. But as of now, the installation is must. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. This document will be shared in all the community groups wherever you are, wherever did you get the link for this particular session, you will be able to get there. Please install and come tomorrow. From tomorrow onwards, it's going to be completely practicals. Okay, and we will stop here for today. Any questions, please do ask.
Santosh, I actually had one question. So, I was not myself available for the live session last Friday, but however, I went through the recording. Okay. So, in the session, it was mentioned this is your second batch, right? For this course. So, like, see, you being as instructor, any key takeaways or learnings for you from the past batch? Any inclusions, exclusions for us? Are we going to get
Second batch,
benefit?
what do you mean by second batch?
Like somewhere in the recordings, it was like I think you have discussed this. We are the second batch. Like there was a first
For
batch
this
started
year,
in the half.
this is a second batch.
Okay.
Okay, and
Okay.
AI we have included as a second batch. The AI we included this year only. Okay, data
Okay.
engineering in KSR is there from 2020, and this is my 83rd batch in data engineering. AI we have included this year. Last year AI was getting a bit of demand and people were starting AI. January we started with one with AI batch, that is AI data engineer, and this is AI data engineer second batch. I said like that, but overall data engineering is there from 2019 in KSR.
Okay. Okay, Santosh.
And Santosh, there is some like not related to the class, the topic actually. Is this actually, I need to know the roles and responsibilities of a senior manager of a data engineer project. Once as a data engineer, what is the rules and responsibility normally in the industry?
We will have to guide the team for building the data pipelines, choose of service, choose of architecture, provide them the proper optimizations, be very good at SQL, Python, PySpark, help the team to implement it. You should also be in a position to design the system and also be contributing the team meetings, team management, followed by you should be involving in client discussion.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Santosh, actually, I have around 15 years experience in Android app development. Now I need to shift in this means how I need to apply it as fresher or at least 2
No
3
fresher, no company will hire you.
Yeah.
Okay, even if you learn from one of the best institute in this world, no one will hire you saying that I have done this course from this institute, please take me. No, The way it works is we'll be doing about 6 projects in the class, and you will be capable of doing about 20 projects in the 6 months. With this 20 projects of the experience, the way you need to portray to the system and the other people is, I have total of 15 years of experience. First 10 years I've worked as app development. For the last 5 years I've been working as a data engineer. All these are my projects. This is my portfolio. This is my screenshots of all the projects. And I've also worked in the current company as a data engineer. Then you go as a 5 years of experience. This is the only way it will work.
Okay, but Fabric is having since 5 years. Huh?
No, I'm talking about data engineering. Fabric you can add for last 1 year.
Okay, like that. Okay. What about the projects? I need to show projects, right?
We will be doing different projects, like couple of things we will be doing in healthcare, retail, and we'll also be doing in e-commerce. So all of this we can add it in your resume, and we'll be doing a simulation project. When I say simulation, what we do in the real time, the same data we bring it here and we'll show you. But each project, what I work for 6 months, 8 months, I'll not be able to teach for 6 months, 8 months. That's why I say simulation. So that simulation will help you to get your hands on. You will be able to do 20 plus projects.
Okay, okay, okay. Santosh. Thank you. Thank you.
Santosh, hi Santosh.
Yes.
Yeah. So just
Your
one
voice is a
question.
bit low here.
Yeah, sorry. I'm okay now.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, yeah. In the early session, whatever we are understanding about the OLTP, right? No, my understanding earlier was database is only to store the data whatever some user has given, but to if you see the ATM transactions, like database, it's like it's also should give the data to the web application. Will that also happens in the backend, like giving back some inputs to the web application to show the user that this is the money that has been deducted, something like that?
See, that's a response. If your transaction is successful, you'll get a message that this is what it is. See, for example, you go and withdraw money.
Correct.
There is one button in the last. Do you want to print? Right?
Yes.
So when you print it, right, whatever is the current balance, that information will be thrown to the system and the system will show you. So that is not our point here. Our point is to have a system which works with the data flow, data movement, data is copied from one system to another system, building a data warehouse. If you have attended the first 2 sessions, right? So I would have talked about supermarket. Our responsibility is to build a supermarket, but it's not a product supermarket. It is a data supermarket. That data supermarket, we call it in the technical term and technical terminology as data warehouse. So as a data engineer, your first work is to build a data warehouse.
Okay. Okay. But data warehouses are different and OLTP systems are different.
Database is different. Data warehouse is different. What we talk today, OLTP, that is a database. OLAP is there, right? That is data warehouse.
Okay. Okay. So again, databases again will not be fully taken up with the data engineering guys.
No. We are only going to deal with data warehouse.
Data warehouses. Okay. Okay. Who are the guys responsible for these databases?
DBA, SQL developers, DB
Acha.
admins, SQL
Acha.
admins.
Acha. Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Any other questions?
SQL developers and they're same as a data analyst only, right? If I'm not wrong.
No. Data analysts will mostly be involved in reporting, Power BI reports, Tableau reports, SQL queries. SQL developers are like creating a tables, making sure that the data is properly loaded, updation is happening, those type of things. SQL developers will not have a BI knowledge.
Yeah, okay. Then where data engineers falls?
Data
Because we have
engineers,
the
data engineers, we will be doing a data warehouse. For data warehouse, you need to know SQL also, right? That is also tables only.
yeah, because I
Like OLAP systems, you'll have to build a OLAP system. You'll have to analyze, you'll have to go and store it somewhere. For that, you still need SQL.
So if you don't mind, if we have time, I just have one question. So for example, if any stakeholder using any application, okay. So if we want to store the data in the SQL DB, so data engineers enter in that stage?
No.
Or
or if the data has been loaded into a system, but data is loaded with lot of missing things, abnormalities, special characters, white spaces, duplications, the data is not proper, not only from the database, you're getting the data from websites, CSV files, flat files, Excel files, like this data is coming from different places, but there is no one single centralized system. What you will do, you will collect all the data, properly put it into and organize it, like building a supermarket, you will arrange it properly, make sure there's no duplicates, make sure the data quality is good. All of this you will do. That is your role.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
Next question.
Yeah, Santosh, in Python, like what are the topics we are going to cover? Like pandas and all we are
Yes.
going to cover.
Pandas, NumPy, and then Mat, and then again go with like analyzing using pandas, oops concept, window functions, joins, everything will be covering as part of your Python. Python again is like a ocean, but again we will be restricting to what we need as a data engineer. So 1 month of SQL, 1 month of Python. So this is your third session. We have another 126 sessions pending in this course. Tomorrow will be the fourth session, and from tomorrow onwards, it's going to be 100% practicals. Okay? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. With that, we'll